Yeah, that was nice.
It's a good song.
What a classic.
Reminds me of hitting the roller skating rink with my first girlfriend.
Couples only.
Got dumped the next day.
Oh, what? Did you start? No. Nah, come on.
Oh man, it's good to hear you guys back making music.
It's good to be back.
A week ago, me and Kanile'a were sitting upstairs in a hotel lobby, or no, what is it?
The hotel room.
No. It was we're eating breakfast
the
at
breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we heard that song, in an instrumental version, and we both like looked at each other like, "This is really nice."
Yeah, we were like eating our meal, and then all of a sudden we just stopped and like, oh, this would be nice. Sounds cool. And it was like stuck in your head the whole day too, right?
Yeah, totally. And you know what? Listening to it now, listening to you guys work it out, it just makes me think of how like I don't know, pop songs now kind of don't like, the changes, like the different parts.
Depth
Like after they got that first hook, that would have been enough. They're like, no, we don't need different sections in here.
Yeah, like the whole going down a full step in that section for that bridge or whatever.
Yeah, you just don't get that in popular
John
music.
Mayer still does it even.
Yeah.
I think only John Mayer.
Yeah, but if you look at like whatever Spotify top 10 type of stuff, it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes
Kind of
it's
just straightforward, yeah.
Sometimes it's just a couple chords and
Yeah.
a beat, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Sounds like the first 10 seconds is the whole song, basically.
yeah.
I just refer to it as corporate music now.
So we have this extreme pleasure to show off a new custom guitar builder today, Clint Bear, OC Bear Guitars. All of the proceeds from this are going to go to the Maui Food Bank.
And a lot of people came together to build this guitar.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
So, going over some of the specs, small, I guess parlor size guitar, shorter scale, which makes it really comfortable to play. Some of the highest end woods you can find, sinker redwood on top, the tree mahogany on the back and sides, and one of the rarest, if not the most rare, type of mahogany you can find. Yeah, all the work that went into this guitar is donated, as we said, for the victims of the Lahaina fire. And we look at some of the inlays. So right up on the 12th to 15th fret where this inlay occupies, you have a really beautiful, well done humu humu. We'll just call it a humu. Humu humu nuku nuku apua'a that is swimming through some beautifully inlaid kelp. It's another kind of floating up above there. That's the only thing that occupies that fretboard besides the purfling that continues all the way up to the headstock, where you'll find the hula girl, and a very detailed hula girl. Is a lot of different materials that went into there, and the logo up here, which is a bear, beautifully done, really nice pearl. On top here, really high grade redwood, sinker redwood, shell inlay on the rosette, and the same going around in the purfling. Let's take a look at the back of the tree mahogany. Beautiful as you'd expect it to be. Got this nice teardrop and a side port here. Nice Florentine cutaway, a little soft spoken. Matches very well for the body size. And really nice sunburst mahogany neck. This thing is really lightweight, which contributes a lot to the resonance you can hear. It's a small body guitar, but with a really deep and rich tone. These strings are really light too, so we were trying to guess if it was like custom light or extra light gauge. Even with that, you get very deep, very warm, very good sustain. Spent a lot of time playing this guitar before we recorded, and I was like, somebody is going to be very blessed to have this guitar. This is it's always an honor to get to try and show up. Well, try these guitars and show them off. So thank you for this donation. This is
Thank you, Clint.
an incredible guitar. And sound sample? Okay. Let's see if we can remember.
Sounds fat. I mean, for a small body guitar, it's astounding, like the body and richness.
Yeah, when I hit that one chord, like hitting that open, and
That's nice.
you don't get that from a lot of guitars of this size.
Not at all. Clint told me that he's been been building guitars for 22 years, and this is the best sounding one he's made.
Yeah.
Wow.
It fills the room. Like I have headphones on and I'm playing. It's like I can feel the floor shaking, and I could like feel the room breathing when this
Yeah.
is fully
Vibration
open,
waves
yeah.
are. So there was 4 sets of the tree mahogany donated by Jay Howlett. This is the 4th. This is the final instrument for Lahaina. If you guys want to be able to help out the people of Maui while getting one of the finest guitars ever made, you can check out this auction that will be up next week at theukulelesite.com. I think if he can, I'm gonna get Ian to come play something on it too, just to extra help promote. You know?
Yeah.
If you do buy this or win this guitar rather, and you like that butter action, you know, with lighter strings, then this will be perfect for you. But this with a regular light gauge set,
Oh my goodness.
it's gonna even.
If it sounds this good with this,
Yeah,
oh my god.
it's gonna be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So speaking of little powerhouses, Kale's a little powerhouse now. He's got a new tenor. Tell us about that guy.
Oh yeah. So Andrew and I just got back from Indonesia to check out the factory where his new Oli line is going to be produced and manufactured, and we've had a few models that came through the store, a couple mangoes, a couple other variations, but we got to see all of the other models come to life, and this is one of them. We ended up taking 3 back to the hotel room to record a few sound samples, and this ended up being our favorite out of the 3. And just a second, you'll know why. If you've watched the video that was just released about our recent trip there in Indonesia, this was the exact same ukulele that was recorded in the forest outside. And this is a very, very amazing sounding instrument. And there's a lot to say about it. But first, let's go over the types of materials and woods that are used to make this awesome instrument. So from the top, we have one of my favorite soundboards, which is Cedar. And it's really, really nice. There's just enough details to actually bring this ukulele to life. We got some really nice purfling coming around. And so this theme of the ukulele, besides the cedar, is going to be Macassar Ebony. You got ebony used for the bridge, fingerboard, and faceplate. And if you see here on the fingerboard, instead of the usual fret dots, Andrew kind of designed it to kind of come off the side and into the frets, as you can see here when I turn it to its side. So not only can you see it when you look at the fretboard, but if you're like me that you just want to look down and know where your fingers are, looking from the side is really, really good. And you can also notice there is a side port. Releases more sound for you to be able to hear it yourself, so it's kind of like standing in front of the instrument while you're playing it, but instead all that sound is directed straight to your face and your ears. Macassar Ebony for the back and sides. Just look at how beautiful the grains are. Really nice lines coming down. It's like a mix of dark and milk chocolate all blended together really beautifully. And we got black Goto UPT tuners. Now, the Olis are going to be coming with satin necks, which is a really nice feel, especially when you're playing. Your hand doesn't get stuck, especially when you're playing a lot of fingerstyle, which you need your hands to be able to move around freely up and down the neck. And yeah, very, very beautiful. We have the Oli logo inlaid on the top, and this is just one out of some really, really cool models that we'll be bringing in very, very soon, and definitely will be featuring it here on Sound Samples and the podcast. But the crazy thing about these is they sound amazing. I forgot to mention the armrest too, so it blends in with the body, the binding, And so it's a really, really nice addition. It's very comfortable. You can play for hours at a time without getting any marks on your forearm. And this thing has the lattice brace on it, which gives it a very open sound. And it's very big as far as the tone and the volume. It projects pretty much all the way across the room. Good sustain. Very incredible. A lot of power from this ukulele. I mean, this is more of a custom build sound, so keep that in mind when you purchase one of these. You're going to be very surprised by how much tone, sustain, clarity, and just body that you get from these ukulele. This one currently is strung up with the Koa Aho fluorocarbon set with the smooth wound fourth, or low G as we call it. This is a very special ukulele. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorites that I've played. And then there's gonna be one lucky person that's gonna be able to get the chance to own this same particular one. But we're gonna try and get more in the future. So look out for more from Oli.
What did you think of Indonesia?
Oh, the first thing I thought when we landed was like, how soon can I get back to Indonesia? I thought it was an amazing experience. This is my first time visiting Indonesia, and
It's like the only Asian country you hadn't been to.
One of them, yeah.
No, I mean, what else? Where else haven't you been? Oh well, yeah,
I haven't
you're right.
been to like
There's a
Vietnam.
lot of little.
I haven't been to like Vietnam or anything around there, but yeah,
Thailand's around there, but yeah,
Thailand is close by, you know. But yeah, Indonesia was a great experience. Loved the food for one, the culture, the people. I mean, it's just an overall great experience. Like people are, like especially like the Genta team, the factory we're working with to create Oli, and they also make Pona as well. Very humble, like a family-oriented business. Everybody's just so into what they do. They respect each other, and they work together, and they enjoy their job. Like I remember, like a lot of them when we were talking to them, I think like they were saying, sorry, my eyes are getting like all watery, but they couldn't think about anything else that they would rather do with their lives. And a lot of them had a lot of background in other forms of business. One of them's trying to become a lawyer. A lot of them were musicians, like Suar. And, we were like, oh my gosh, this guy's a rock star over there. So much people respect
them when we went out into the scene, everybody's like, oh.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, they're well
connected.
Derry, too. Yeah, Derry. We're like, they're showing us videos of, like, their music careers and showing us their Spotify playlist. And there's, like, a ton of hits on them. And I'm just like, whoa, wow, these guys are
Well,
are awesome.
actually, like, that was after prodding because, like, at first, like, Derry made like he didn't even really play.
Well, they kind of both, all of them do. Like, they're just so incognito.
They're super humble.
Yeah, and which is like something that comes across in their instruments too. It's like they're very skilled and capable of building awesome instruments like these. But when you meet them, you wouldn't know because they're just down to earth people.
Yeah, I want to say special thank you to Awan, his son Itzar, Suar, Scala, Derry. The whole team over there was just extremely hospitable. I mean, I've been there before and that, experienced it before, but it was really a pleasure, and I'm really grateful to them for it's such a family business there.
Oh, yes.
And the way I judge places is by the people and the culture, which I really loved. I mean, you just see a warmth with the people, mm-hmm. and when almost everybody you interact with, it's like you see it in their eyes too. Everybody's like into what they do. I mean, if they're like grilling food, that's like their art, and they're doing it.
And they appreciate everything.
But yeah, the people and the culture that goes around that. And then second of all, the food was just ridiculous. And, it's like I started to like do like a food vlog type thing. And then I just had too much fun eating. And it's like, I don't want to stop eating to like film stuff. But also, I don't know. I feel like at least with music, it's like these are vibrations and frequency waves that we can transfer over to you to at least get a semblance. But it's like there's no, you start telling somebody how awesome a meal was. It's kind of like, okay. But there's no like real like, transfer of taste that you can be like, here, taste this. So it's like there's a lot that just can't be seen with that kind of thing. So I figured like whatever. But yeah, the food was just ridiculous, amazing. And then the weather, it's like Hawaii.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be extremely hot when we got there.
Because that's like their summer season.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just really just a rainy season. But I hate when I go places and my skin starts feeling dry, and like I feel like at this point I need to live in a tropical climate. But I mean, they're a volcanic island in the Pacific. It's not. It's like the Southern Hemisphere's version of over here, So, yeah, really love that place. Super grateful to those people. Check out the short video we did on our trip. Maybe I'll put a link in the notes below if you haven't seen it already. And we are kind of tired. Corey just came from a gig. It's like Friday night. It's late. We're going to fit in a couple sound samples here and then just call it a short podcast. But I love you guys. Let us know however we can help. And I got to say, just being part of the ukulele community, which we all are, is really a special thing. There's a dealer in Germany that came by earlier today, Uke Supply, that bought their first uke from us 11 years ago, and then their passion turned it into a business, and they now have a good store over in Germany, which is like really cool. But it goes across the board for all ukulele people you meet. There's just such a good nature to them. So we have a community, and it's full of amazing people, which is a wonderful thing. And I thank you guys so much for your support, so we continue to keep doing what we're doing. We have some custom EVs, Koa the Kamaka Jake signature models.
Yep.
So let's see what we can knock out.
This is a new model from Andrew himself. This is the Oli Baritone with mango top, back, and sides. Really nice cut of mango. Gloss body, side port. This is a really nice string set. Just wanted to comment real quick on it. Koa Aho strings. So you got flat or smooth wound D and G strings with fluorocarbon B and E. Very nice and balanced. Very good string tension. This would be the perfect set I would like to put on every baritone. But yeah, you got this really nice kind of interior rosette with it's out of ebony. That same interior binding on the side port here. This is with the lattice brace system, radius fretboard, ebony bridge fretboard. You got mango on the faceplate with the Oli logo here. Like this nice swoosh here on the headstock, very unique. These are fitted with Goto tuners. On the neck, it's satin. Fret dots. This is kind of like an offset fret dots on the side here for 5, 7, 10, 12, and 15. And really nice soft-spoken design. You got white purfling that goes along the fretboard here. Yeah, this is going to be one of the best baritones you can get, especially for the price. Yeah. The new Oli baritone with beautiful mango top, back, and sides. Check it out. Can I have this one? That thing's punchy. Muddy, like you strum. Usually baritones you can't like.
Oh yeah, try do a little strumming because that was mostly picking. A lot of people are strumming.
Might overdrive the stuff though, right? Like.
Yeah, it doesn't get muddy, huh?
at all. Yeah, I wouldn't
Great
ever. I
balance.
don't think I ever played a baritone like that. Like,
Yeah, usually when they have that much body, they'll get muddy as you dig in.
yeah, really meaty kind of, and it doesn't bottom out because the string tension is nice. Like,
Nice overtones.
yeah, yeah, jeez.
All right, so we got a brand new tenor ukulele. This is a custom order from our friends at Kanile'a Ukulele, and this is probably one of the first of its kind that we've ever got to feature on our podcast. It's a wood that, or type of mahogany that we rarely get to come by, and in fact, this is probably my second time seeing this type of wood. This is a full torrefied mahogany for the back, sides, and top. And if you're not sure what torrefied means, it's a technique that luthiers use to age their woods. So the theory behind it is that by torrefying the wood, it should take on the sound properties of an instrument that has been played over the years for a long period of times. Good example of well-aged woods are ukes from like the 1950s and before. They all have a really, really nice sound, good projection. And so the idea of being able to do that and incorporate it into a freshly built, brand new custom ukulele is pretty incredible. For those of you who are looking for something different, I know Kanile'a is mainly known for a lot of their really beautiful koa sets, but a lot of people don't know that they are also always experimenting with different types of woods as well. This one is a really good example. Torrefied mahogany, and normally when you torrefy a type of wood, you get a different type of color or tone that visually from it. In this case, I'm actually not sure what this actually looked like before, but I really, really like the brown and the reds all kind of blending in together. It has top maple binding. You have a little rosette with purfling in there, mother of pearl fret dots on the fretboard, ebony for the bridge fretboard and faceplate, Kanile'a logo inlaid in mother of pearl. You have their satin or silk finished neck. Over here, nice and smooth, and geared tuners in the back. So, yeah, brand new ukulele. First of hopefully many that we can get here. Depends on how much you guys like these. I think they're really cool. Yeah, definitely warmer. This really, the mahogany really shines through in this build, because I always tell customers mahogany is technically a more warmer type of wood, and this really proves the point. Yeah.
Wow, this thing is really, really punchy. Really punchy. All right, just picked this up yesterday. I think it doesn't matter. So we just picked this up from Ko'olau. This is built right downstairs by Noah Bonk and Taj, his son, doing incredible work. This is the 100 model. Beautiful Koa top, back, and sides. Done in a perfect gloss finish. Radius fretboard, which is very comfortable on your fretting hand. The action on here is like really nice. This is right out of the box too. Abalone rosette, red puffing lines that surround that. You got Ko'olau Alohi strings on here, which will help with a really nice crispy and responsive kind of punch, the overall tone. Really good sustain as well. Got Ebony bridge fretboard, face plate, Ko'olau logo. You got really nice Goto tuners on here, very smooth. One of my favorites. So check it out. Oh, satin neck. Very smooth, easy to navigate the fretboard with. So check it out. Ko'olau 100 series tenor.
So I'm very excited to be able to introduce a brand new model from Ko'olau. And I've had some customers that came into the store and kind of asked for something similar to this. And here it is. This is the new Ko'olau TAE, which stands for Tenor Acoustic Electric. If you look at this ukulele, it pretty much has a very similar profile as the famous TE from Ko'olau and Pono, except this is a fully functional acoustic instrument with your traditional sound hole. Well, it's not really a traditional shape, but it does have a sound hole so that you can play both plugged in and acoustically. This is made out of solid mango for the top, and you got mahogany for the back and sides. And it's really, really cool. These are really awesome. There's a lot of work that goes into making one of these because you have to pretty much carve out the body and route it out, but in the end you get something very unique, very awesome. This is available in a satin finish for now. They're probably gonna create some gloss ones and models of the same thing with different types of woods in the future. Probably very, very soon. They might be working on it right now as we speak. We have rosewood bridge fingerboard, faceplate, Ko'olau logo on the top. Geared tuners, satin neck is just like the rest of the body. And I really like the curl of the mango coming down here on the top. A little bit of all this natural red color that you don't see in other woods that also contrast the other color tones of the mango used for the top, and it's a great sounding instrument both acoustically and when it's plugged in. So yeah, if you've been waiting for something like this to come out for some time, it's now available. Yeah, the cool thing about this is that it's extremely portable because of the thinner profile of the body, while maintaining a really nice volume and tone. And when you plug it in, currently this one has the passive pickup installed in here, and the pickups that they use for Pono and Koa, as far as the passive system goes, actually runs hotter, so you're actually getting a stronger signal than your traditional passive pickup. So it maintains much more of a fuller tone and allows you to dial in your tone settings much easier and more precise. So check it out.
Yeah, my DI is not working on the amp right now, so that's just I don't know. It's kind of like less than perfect way to record an electric instrument, but it's very much like the TE, but a little bit more acoustic, right?
Oh,
and
yes.
what's great about this is these go for $16.50 right now.
Huh?
Yeah, so they're gonna be the most affordable way to get into a Koa.
Nice.
And yeah, just being able to play at a lighter volume at night, being able to plug in for professional sounds
That's
while
cool.
gigging or recording, and yeah, pretty cool model. So look out for these. We just got in 3 of them, so they'll go up on the website soon.
All right, so we're back with another beautiful EEV ukulele. This is the Longneck Concert. So it's a concert body with pretty much a tenor scale. This is part of his private stash of woods that he's been saving, and like we've been saying, lately, once he's out, he's out. He's not going to be building much, or if not, he might not even be building already when he runs out of his wood stash. And this is very, very beautiful. Hawaiian koa for the top, back, and sides. Maple binding. You got purfling along the sides. Abalone throughout the instrument as far as the rosette. We got the shark teeth over here on the fretboard with the EEV bird inlay on the top. Really nice gloss finish. It's not like so glossy that it's like, whoa, it looks wet, but it's just enough so that it brings out all of the characteristics and grains of the wood used for this instrument. Mahogany neck, Goto UPT tuners, ebony faceplate, fingerboard, and bridge. So check out this awesome concert.
We just got this beautiful custom EEV tenor featuring a beautiful spruce top, beautiful Koa back and sides, got beautiful maple binding as well. Everything is really nice and curly, pretty tight grain up here on the spruce top. You got these, if you could see it, these coverings here, which will protect the soundboard from scratches. It's a nice place to place your finger if you like to plant your pinky there when you're doing any kind of finger picking. That'll prevent you from accidentally scratching the top or anything, and from, strumming. Very nice pick guard. The traditional 3 sound hole here with beautiful abalone rosette around each of them. On the fret dots here, kind of like a tribal or Polynesian design, which is really nice on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10, and 12. Also on the 15th. Didn't forget that. This is not a really common thing. It's really cool to see fret dot for the 3rd fret. Ebony bridge, fretboard, beautiful EEV logo up on here. Ebony face plate. These are fitted with Goto tuners. Charlie does very amazing good work. You can see, you'll see more pictures on the site, but yeah, this thing is immaculate. Herringbone strip, forgot to mention that. A really nice kind of arch on the back here to help with projection that you do. So fluorocarbon strings with a smooth wound low G. Oh, really good overtones. Solid.
All right, so we have the long-awaited Jake Shimabukuro signature model. This is also known as the Jake Blue. So this has been curated by Kamaka's custom shop, Master Luthiers, and we've actually had an order of these for some time now. We placed it back in 2019, and we're very happy and excited to be able to get these in finally, and it's been worth the wait. Very beautiful master grade koa for the top, back, and sides, just like Jake's personal ukulele. Same type of signature over here. Pretty much everything about this ukulele is the same specs as Jake's full custom ukulele that you see him playing on stage in videos and recording with. Very, very beautiful. And the reason why it's called the Jake Blue is because it has a blue purfling theme. And when you put color around abalone shells or inlays, the shells tend to take the color of its surroundings. In this case, blue. Blue purfling around the body, the rosette, and not just there, but also accented around the binding, top and bottom. Not just side, but back as well. And when you look at it from the back, check out this beautiful koa. Mahogany neck. You got one of my favorite tuners. I have this on my Kamaka as well. These are custom Gilbert tuners, handmade in Germany. Some of the best out there. They hold their tune extremely well. I've done probably like a whole show one time without having to tune my ukulele because of how well they stay in tune. We got the almost like Martin inspired headstock here. So instead of the traditional crown headstock that Kamaka is known for, we have this flat headstock up there. And Jake has actually been using this style of solid headstock and also the flat part on the top for a number of years. It's been pretty much his signature thing that he has on all of his ukuleles. Really beautiful. And yeah, these things sound really, really nice. and they're extremely rare and hard to get. So there's no telling when we're gonna get the next batch in. So and also I should mention too, even the same set of strings that Drake's uses on his instruments, they have it strung up. And I remember when I was first introduced to these strings, these are actually made by Cedar. And before back in the day, you actually had to buy 2 classical guitar sets, preferably the hard or extra hard tension. And the reason why you needed 2 sets is because you needed 2 E strings, the high E string on the first, so that you can have a high G if you weren't a low G player. If you were a low G player, you could just take the 4th string and string it up on your ukulele and tune it up to a low G and you'd be fine. But little did I know these strings would have been some of my most favorite strings to use for a long time. So yeah, so check them out.
Here's a song I played a million times. So, the long-awaited Jake Blue Kamaka tenor. Master grade coal wood top, back, and sides. As you can see, blue purfling, abalone all across the soundboard, rosette as well. Jake Shimabukuro signature here. Ebony bridge, fretboard, faceplate. You got internal binding for the sound hole, the same ebony binding on the top and back. Let's take a look at that tight grain curly coal wood on the back piece here. This thing is beautifully done. This comes with Jake's signature set. It's an all nylon set from Diodario. Another thing to point out too, Kamaka uses regular tusk nut and saddle. This is a regular bone nut and saddle. That'll change up the sound quite a bit. It's very nice. A little more warmer, a little more kind of earthier tone compared to the tusk saddles. Super nice ring. Slotted headstock. This is a signature design too. You're not going to get it on any other model besides the Jake model. And it's a flat design instead of the crown design. That's really the main difference. That and these beautiful Gilbert tuners that come with them. Snakewood buttons. These tuners are like $600 by itself. Very smooth. Some of the best tuners you will ever get, period. And on the hardware here, you got abalone inlay on these gears, both sides. Yeah. Jake Blue tenor, very rare. Might not see these for a while. So
5 years.
Another 5 more years. I don't want to say that, but yeah, I'd be happy if I owned one of these myself. But here we go. I want, like, I really want one.
Yeah. Good sound.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's podcast. Had a lot of fun. Welcome back, Kanile'a and Andrew. It's been lonely. Yeah. Very exciting. It's a short podcast, but a lot of fun. Thank you for always supporting us and tuning in and providing recommendations for songs to cover. Keep them coming because, Kanile'a and I are always brainstorming on what we should play next. Matt Dahlberg is going to be here next week, and it's always a pleasure and always fun having him. Looking forward to that. And our good friend Andreas from Germany. We're going to put in a lot of work. Probably end up playing a Bach song that's going to tear my fingers apart. But excited. So thank you for always tuning in. Mahalo, and see you guys next week.